Hello guys, this is Joana Saahirah with a video about reinvention. Let me start by giving you news about my upgraded Joana Saahirah's online dance school. So talking about reinvention, our new school is arriving. After our platform Powerhouse closed down, I decided that I was not only going to find a solution for the school, but I was going to make the school even greater than it already was. So it's coming. Now, reinvention. What does it mean? As an Oriental dancer and as a person, I've come to terms with the fact that in order to survive and to thrive, I need to reinvent myself, reinvent my identity somehow, reinvent my day, reinvent my dreams, expand, go out of my comfort zone. For every peak of the mountain we reach, there is another peak that we will see and that we will probably want to go for. Life is made of cycles, and to each cycle corresponds a new set of skills and a new set of challenges and a new set of talents and a new set of mind. So what I mean by reinvention is this ability, first of all, to accept change as something natural, not to get too comfortable in our own conquered territory, whatever that may be. And then it means not only accepting the change, but seeing how can we make the best of this change. When something begins or when something ends, that's a change that usually life imposes upon us. But how can we make the best of that beginning? How can we make the best of that end? When I was performing in Cairo, at the top of my success, I started feeling a scratch, something that told me, this is wonderful. You're reaping the fruits of all the seeds that you've planted. I was earning the recognition I really deserved. I had worked so hard for. But at the same time, I knew that if I remained there in that spot of comfortable achievement, I would stop evolving. I would become someone I didn't want to become as a dancer and as a person. And that was when I decided this is the time when I'm getting out of my Cairo cocoon and I am going to start accepting invitations to teach, perform, and lecture around the world. And I did. And even when I started performing and teaching and lecturing about around the world, I knew there would be more breakthroughs, there would be more cycles, there would be more leaps of faith that I would have to take on. And for each leap of faith, for each new beginning comes, as I said, a new uncomfortable zone. So reinvention has a lot to do with being dynamic and growing and not setting for anything less than constant evolution. But at the same time, reinvention has to do with this willingness to work, to keep on learning, to keep on stretching, to keep on going towards something that you don't control, you don't dominate. I'll give you the example of my online school. For a long time, I heard people asking me, including some of my dearest teachers, please open your own school. It's stupid for you not to have a school. But I'm a gypsy, I'm a nomad at heart. So the idea of having a physical school where I would be stuck for years was frightening to me. It still is. I need to move, I need to know that if I want to leave tomorrow to Japan or to Guatemala, that I will leave. This is the air that I breathe. So the solution of creating an online school that would allow me to work on the school from anywhere in the world was perfect. But I'm terrible at technology. Despite all evidence, I'm really terrible. I don't like technology. I'm not good at it. So I struggle with this idea of having an online school, not because I didn't want to have the school or I didn't have the contents. I had loads of those. But I was afraid I could not tackle the technology. I was afraid that it would be too overwhelming. And in fact, it was. When I first opened Joana Saahirah's online dance school 1.5 years ago, something like that, I almost had a panic attack. I almost ripped my hair off because building the school on a platform, an online platform by myself was indeed not only a huge learning task, but something that I struggle with. I spent all week only trying to figure out how to move small things, stuff that someone who is technologically talented would do perhaps in 1 hour. So I had to go against my comfort zone and to accept that in order to grow, I would have to expand into areas that I'm not even particularly talented in. And I don't regret that I did. The school opened with great success. We built a curriculum of more than 40 courses. The old platform has closed down, but now a new, even better platform is coming. And I have loads of ideas to make the school even more beautiful, even more inspiring, even more educative, even more empowering. So I'm very excited about it. And although this new platform requires a new set of skills, I am overwhelmed and I'm willing to go for it. And this is what reinvention looks like. It is not a nice word to use, it is action. It is understanding when something is dying and something else is being born, and getting into that uncomfortable zone of not knowing, of making mistakes, of trying out a new field or trying out a new area, or going for something that you know will make you grow but will make you really uncomfortable for a while. If you are listening to this video and wherever you are doing in Egyptian dance or in your life, I want you to get this tip, only this tip. Whatever comes your way in terms of change, you can handle it if you put the focus, the self-confidence and the work into it. Work is a magical word. Work. Believe that life is dynamic and believe that growth comes from change, from expansion, from depth. Comfort zones are comfortable, but they will not sustain you along the way. You will become rotten, you will become outdated, you will become stale and sterile. And we don't want that. Keep on growing, keep on moving with the cycles, keep on going in this fortune wheel, up and down, starting and closing, beginning and ending, and keep the dance going, moving towards the places that you know will make your heart sing. I love you guys. I hope you take benefit from this video, and I will see you soon somewhere around the world or at Joana Saahirah's online dance school. Mwah.